Hello, my name is Richard Heenan, and this is my Week 8.1 final graded assignment for EDU 503 Sports Law, the Title IX Self-Audit. Looking at the Title IX compliance framework, it has three components. Component 1 is covering effective accommodation of athletics, interests, and abilities. Component 2 covers athletics financial assistance for student athletes. And Component 3 covers equivalence and other athletic benefits and opportunities. I will be examining Component 1's three-pronged test for the purpose of this self-audit. Under Component 1 is the Participation Opportunities three-pronged test. It has three prongs of criteria to examine for a self-audit over Title IX. The first prong, substantial proportionality, is about ratios of male athletic participation and female athletic participation that must be substantially proportional to ratios of male enrollment and female enrollment. The second prong, history and continuing practice, says the school must show a continuing practice in the very recent past of expanding its women's sports offerings. The third prong, which is full and effective accommodation, states the school must show that the athletics interests and athletics abilities of the institution's female enrollment must be fully and effectively accommodated. I will be conducting this self-audit under the Prong 1 substantial proportionality. Prong 1 of the three-pronged test covers substantial proportionality. The key issue is the athletic participation rate of women substantially proportional to enrollment percentage of women. On the enrollment sheet, it asks for 5 different criteria to determine the enrollment and the proportionality of women to male athletes and enrollment at a school district. The first computes female enrollment percentage by taking the number of girls enrolled at school divided by the total number of students enrolled at school. The second criteria is computing unduplicated female participation rate, which takes the total number of participating girls in one or more sports divided by the total number participating in one or more sports of everybody, male and female. The third criteria computes duplicated female participation rate, which takes the total number of participations by girls in all sports, so if they play more than one, you add that in as 2, and then divide that by the total number of participations of boys and girls in all sports. So if boys are doubled up on sports, you count them as more than one, and you get your percentage for that. After you get those percentages calculated, you go to criteria number 4, which is unduplicated participation variance, and you take the number 1, compute female enrollment percentage, minus number 2, where you computed unduplicated female participation rate. Then component number 5, duplicated participation variance, is component 1 minus component 3. Looking at the numbers yielded after we computed all of the populations of enrollment and participation at my school district for the Richland R4 school district in Richland, Missouri, we can see that the total number of students in grades 9 through 12 are 180, and the total number of females of that 180 is 104, for a percentage of 57.78% of the total enrollment. Criteria 2, where we compute unduplicated female participation rate, shows that girls participating in one or more sports equated to 33 athletes. Total students participating in one or more sports that include male and female athletes is at a total number of 75. This shows that female athletes are 44% of the total that participate in one or more sports. When we go to computing duplicated female participation rate, their number jumps up from 33 to 43, so we have 10 athletes that participate in more than one sport, and the total participation of boys and girls in all sports also jumps up by a total number of 14 participants, so we have some boys that cross over their sport as well, and of that total 89, girls represent 48.31% of the total. When we move down to criteria 4 and calculate our unduplicated participation variance, we take criteria 1 minus criteria 2 and we see that the variance is 13.78%, which is very, very large whenever you look at a larger school district. And this shows that we are out of proportionality in terms of female enrollment and participation in sports. Criteria 5, the duplicated participation variance is down. You take criteria 1 minus criteria 3, and it shows that we are at 9.47% variance, which is still high. So the results of prong 1 of the 3-prong test on the Title IX self-audit that I conducted yielded that the proportionality was disproportionate at first glance. However, after deeper analysis, it proves otherwise. Because the overall population is only 180 students and 33 females participate in sports at the school compared to 42 males, this is only a difference of 9 students between male and female. This would suggest that although the percentages show a disproportionate number, there is in fact a proportionate number of female to male athletes compared to the total enrollment numbers of the district. So in conclusion, the district that I work for, Richland R4 School Districts, is in compliance with the Title IX self-audit that I conducted of prong 1 of the 3-prong test. Upon deeper analysis, it is understood that the small enrollment numbers cause the participation numbers to appear disproportional, but it is in fact proportionate upon further analysis. This completes my Week 8.1 final graded assignment for EDU 503 Sports Law, and I thank you for listening.